In this video, I'm going to show off these awesome casters that I put on my table saw stand, which allows it to roll, but also they collapse up so it's perfectly stable when you're cutting. And then when you want to move it, there you go. Okay, here was what comes in the box. You get 4 casters. And they feel pretty heavy duty. You get 2 wrenches, the screws, and the locking washers for the wheels. Nice set of instructions, large enough to see in both English and German. And this is freaking awesome right here, a template that you can actually cut the bottom where the bottom of your piece is, and there. So it's just freaking awesome. It says it'll hold up to 600 pounds or 300 kilograms per set. I don't intend to get anywhere near that. But all 4 wheels are swivel. And the idea is that once mounted and in the up position, the wheels will be off the floor, the work bench or other furniture piece will be on the ground, and then when you push down on this, then the wheels will come down, you'll be able to roll it, and then move the wheels out for stability when you're not using them. So let's get it put on. Okay, I've got the template lined up with the bottom of the workpiece here, and got this in the center. I don't have a punch, so I'm going to use a screwdriver to mark the holes. And if you hear that sound in the background, that's the Swedish ice cream delivery. Okay, there's my holes. I will pre-drill them. Okay, now it's time to put on the legs. This is why you can't do it after the wheel's on. You wouldn't have access to secure these bottom 3 holes. Which is basically as easy as just screwing that locking nut on. Go. Okay, we got all 4 wheels installed. The only thing that I thought I should note is they do protrude a little bit when they're in their up position. So let me get a tape measure on that, because I think that's something that you'll probably need to take into account depending on the space available in your workshop. So let me set this down here if I can. So it's about 5.5 inches that it protrudes out after it's collapsed. And in metric, 13 and a half, 14 centimeters. So that'll be, you need to calculate that in on each side, unless I put them on the sides. Now, I guess you could put them on the front and back, but then of course you'd need to take in those measurements into account. I just didn't want the wheels sticking out to the front side. And I'm going to probably have the wheels down most of the time unless I'm actually using the saw. So keep that in mind, that there is going to be, you know, it's going to protrude out a significant amount. If it was just a little bit, I wouldn't mention it, but I thought I should point that out. So I kind of forgot to show how stable it was when the wheels were in their up position. So I'm going to come over here and just kind of push on it. So that's that. And then to raise them up, pretty easy, just kick down on the levers. And you're rolling again. Now I'll just demonstrate it rolling around if I can not run into things here. So yeah, very good maneuverability, changes directions well. And then I'll get the saw put on and we'll test it with under a full load, but I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be much different. Okay, now with the saw, it's really not too different, but it sure is going to make moving the saw in and out of its storage location much easier. And like I said, I'll probably leave the wheels down, even though with the wheels down, I think it protrudes out a little bit even further. But for what I've got in the shop here, or I'm going to have, that's not going to be a huge difference. In worst case scenario, if for some reason they are in the way, I can move those to the front, but I think I'd rather have them to the side out of the way versus if I put them on the back, it's going to push this out to there, you know. And then if I put these out in the front, then I'll probably be tripping over them all the time. So, everything else I intend to pretty much have wheels on. So I'm hoping that, you know, that doesn't become an issue. But I'm super happy with it. And they feel real super sturdy. They came with the template. They operate perfectly, and it's a definite 2 thumbs up for me. As always, thanks for watching.